Has a prosecutor just declared war on his own governor's signature law? When an elected official takes an oath to uphold the Constitution, what happens when they believe a new law directly violates it? Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow. We're talking about Ryan Mahaffey, a Marine veteran and a Commonwealth's attorney in Spotsylvania County, Virginia. He's drawing a line in the sand, and he's not backing down from Governor Abigail Spanberger's new ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. This isn't a protest. It's a flat refusal to enforce a law he believes is unconstitutional. Governor Spanberger, facing some heat lately for her progressive policies, just signed this new bill into law. It targets future sales and manufacturing of a wide range of semi-automatic rifles, pistols, and shotguns, along with magazines holding more than 15 rounds. The rationale from the governor's office: it's a critical step toward protecting families, communities, and the law enforcement officers who serve them, with firearms designed to inflict maximum casualties, not belonging on the streets. But Mahaffey sees it differently. He argues this ban strikes at the very core of the militia system that the founders envisioned for Virginia. For him, the Second Amendment isn't just about individual self-defense. It's a safeguard for a community's ability to defend itself. He points out that our founders were deliberate in preserving the people's ultimate right to defend themselves and their communities. The crucial question, in his view, is whether these banned firearms have a reasonable relationship to the preservation or efficiency of a regulated militia. Mahaffey's interpretation is rooted in historical context. He contends that Virginia's history and case law support not only the right to own firearms, but, in some historical contexts, even the obligation to arm oneself with the weapons of a basic infantryman for common defense. He draws a parallel between the muskets and 20 rounds common in the founding fathers era and today's standard-issue M4A1 carbine with a 30-round magazine. He clarifies that while a nuclear weapon might be out of scope, a basic infantry weapon, capable of forming a fire team or company for community defense, is precisely what he believes the Second Amendment protects. And Mahaffey isn't the only one standing firm. Smith County Commonwealth's attorney Philip Blevins, an Air Force veteran himself, has also refused to enforce the ban, echoing the constitutional concerns. He emphasizes that his stance isn't political, but one of constitutional fidelity. He believes the Bill of Rights either means something or it doesn't, and his oath to support and defend the Constitution is not situational. He respects the judiciary's role but asserts his duty as an elected official. This ban is also facing significant legal challenges from major gun rights organizations like the NRA, the Firearms Policy Coalition, and the Second Amendment Foundation. They are all working through the courts to address these issues. Mahaffey remains confident that he and others who share his position will ultimately prevail. He emphasizes that the Second Amendment, both at the federal and state level in Virginia, is the supreme law of the land, and no legislative act can supersede it. While he's received a lot of personal attention, Mahaffey insists his primary motivation is to serve his constituents with honor and uphold their rights. He expects any government official to remain faithful to the Constitution and act as servants of the people. This situation raises profound questions. When an elected official believes a law is unconstitutional, do they have a duty to refuse enforcement? What does the Second Amendment truly protect in the 21st century? And how will this clash between state law and constitutional interpretation ultimately be resolved? So what do you think about this? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is a pivotal moment in American legal and political history, and your voice matters. Cover: Vet vs. Governor. Title: Vet Prosecutor Defies Gun Ban. Constitution on the line. Description: Constitution under fire. A new gun ban in Virginia has ignited a firestorm, pitting a decorated Marine veteran and prosecutor against the governor's sweeping new legislation. This isn't just about firearms. It's a direct challenge to constitutional rights and the very definition of lawful enforcement. Is this a necessary step for public safety, or an overreach that threatens fundamental liberties? The stakes couldn't be higher as one man draws a line in the sand, refusing to enforce a law he deems unconstitutional. A prosecutor's oath: loyalty to the law or to the people. Assault weapon definition sparks constitutional crisis. Will this legal battle reshape Second Amendment interpretation nationwide? What is the ultimate right of the people? Subscribe for daily U.S. politics coverage. Hashtags